Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, but all the drama has led up to this point, the beginning of this 12-team playoff in front of a home crowd and a raucous environment. And we have a very compelling contest here tonight. Two teams in the committee ranked basically even, but one side gets to enjoy a raucous, rowdy home field advantage. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. The college football playoff about to get underway. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Short connection to the tight end here. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. An explosive play, big gain across midfield to the 42.
Well, that's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a first down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
And the Mustangs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. It's a quick grab. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. And he will score. Touchdown, Mustangs. This offense comes out, immediately gets points on the board. Welcome to the playoff.
Man, that's coming out on the field with a purpose. Look, it's playoff time. Everything you prepare for is earned here and now. And that opening drive was the fruits of that preparation.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
They're going to run it. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Important second down play coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, if somebody talks about a play being blown up, this is a great example of that. That's Exhibit A for how to be physical on defense.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. A chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
And the back now goes in motion. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Can he make it to the marker? The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field.
Chris, it's early in this football game, but the defense had a golden opportunity to come up with a stop, and they allow him to run the football on him to get the first down, and now it's 1st and goal. Missed a golden opportunity. Let's see how they respond here.
The Buckeyes line up with a 1st and goal.
Unlock. Reload.
1st and goal, handoff. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those soft receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Offense getting set, 2nd down play here. Grab behind the line. It's Bush. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Makes a quick grab. The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, it's an incompletion here. And I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Looking to throw again. And the ball is picked off. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in the zone coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Running out of time in the pocket. Here's a screen pass to the running back. They bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage in that screen.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
They'll hand it off. He's found some room at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. And you think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Looking to throw it on first down. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
Buckeyes have 1st and 10 here. Handoff here from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And, like, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play.
Green 25. Razor.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the point after is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Grab down the middle. It's Bush. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Caught over the middle. It's Hansen. They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Running back grabs it on the screen. And they're finally able to stop him. But great execution on the screen pass. Fooled the defense there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Brought down quickly at the 14, but the offense is in the red zone.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Fights off a defender.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front. Receiver in motion now. And now the running back's got it again. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time. Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Out of the gun now on third down. He's got it right near the end zone. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a first down and goal right there.
Oh, I love it. Keep the kicker on the sideline. This offense knows when you're in the red zone, you got to come away with 6. Great play to keep this drive moving.
The Buckeyes line it up with first and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Receiver makes the grab.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Second down after that previous play. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Crosses the 45. They finally get him down. It's a big gain. Ball moves to the 47. And the Mustangs hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run.
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, SMU. This quarterback on fire today. Now the all-important extra point. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Graves. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possession. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And he is wide open for a huge gain. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Just ran away from the defense.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? And the tackle is made, not the big play they were looking for, but a pretty solid gain.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
Now it's second down here. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Defense is coming after him. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
What a play here by this defensive line. You can get so caught up in the flashy offense of Ohio State in recent years. But let's not forget, they still play defense in the shoe and have such great history and tradition with that defensive line play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. The QB throws his third pick of the day.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. It was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. And that run produces a decent gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Second down, looking to throw it. Fires it to his target. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Look out. He's got some space. Inside the 20. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped.
They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ponies.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the 2nd quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. On 1st down, it's play action. Airing this one out toward the sideline. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
They bring him down to the 32-yard line. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today. Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Bulldozing his way through. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. And that run, good for 1st down yardage. The drive moves on. Back in motion now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Touchdown, Ohio State. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Well, if you're going to give it to him, he's going to take it. That's his 3rd touchdown today against this defense. Whether they play zone or they play man, he's finding ways to win matchups and get the ball to the end zone.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. This one will be fair caught. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it.
But, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook?
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And looking to throw now on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Boy, this defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their 3rd interception now in the game.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Finding space at the 20. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And that's a big-time run right there. Back deep inside their own 10-yard line, but they found the soft spot in the defense and took off. I think they got caught looking for a pass defensively, and it burned them big time. Great job by this offense in taking advantage what the defense gave them.
So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. 1 more play before they head to the locker room. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Lets it go on the move, launching deep, and is intercepted. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Mustangs will kick this away to get the second half going. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And there's the handoff. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
First down and 10 now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And that catch is hauled in. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Just another great example, Chris, of an Ohio State quarterback and receiver combination being so dangerous. Think about it. Over the last 8 or 10 years, I think Ohio State has been as consistent as anybody when it comes to the passing game and the efficiency that comes with it.
And the wideout goes in motion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Okay, ready?
That completion makes it 2nd and medium.
Ringo! Ringo! Pound 55 weak.
Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the 1st half. They go right back to him again. We can see the 2nd half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Cut it. Cricket.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
On the double.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down.
Split. Split.
The back's got it. He's got a lane. Can he get in? Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run. The Buckeyes come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Here comes the up-tempo offense. The shotgun running play call. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep.
Hey, I really like the idea on 3rd down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down. Sometimes that can work out. But the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
Offense going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the 1st down? They make the stop, but not before he gains the 1st down. The screenplay works.
Gutsy call to go for it, but it works. The quarterback and receiver are in sync, and you pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. But this one is broken up, falls incomplete.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the 2nd half of this playoff game.
Here we go.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Fumble recovered by the defense going the other way.
Man, when you get into this big